This is Anderson County. This is a video of
South Carolina.
This is a pretty clear, but a shot. But the
This is a foraging Bigfoot. This is a traveling Bigfoot. This is a serious picture. He's hidden by some of the foliage, but don't be fooled. This is Bigfoot.
He's just brushing stuff out of his way. We had shown a Los Angeles Bigfoot previously that was a male, and then recently we have footage of a female Bigfoot in Los Angeles.
The Hollywood Honey.
Yes.
Affectionately referred to.
As, yeah, or Angie, because it's Angeles National Forest Bigfoot. You could clearly see breasts on this creature.
And a big ghetto booty.
Now, I say that particular Angeles National Forest. Now, what I was going to say it has a particularly large breast. I'd say bigger than the Patterson-Gimlin.
Much bigger.
Maybe it was a younger Bigfoot than the Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot.
Much more well endowed.
And did it have a bigger butt? It's hard to say.
Much bigger.
It didn't look like it was as tall. It's hard to say, but
now that would attract an anaconda for sure.
Okay, so you're talking about the feral snakes that we were talking about in the previous episode of this.
Talking about snakes looking for booty.
What I want to do is start bringing people pictures of these feral snakes in Florida.
Now, hold on a minute.
What?
Now, you really got to take this under advisement. People are afraid of snakes. Now, you're going to cause a panic.
Well, it's
Come on, you got to think about the audience. You really want to get people start to freak out over feral snakes taking over the countryside.
Well,
as far north as Delaware,
and as far north as Oregon, because it's going to be it's already a problem in Florida. Now, people don't talk about that much. It's kind of like, it's kind of like this. It's a story you don't hear often enough about. How you just hear about it in Florida. It kind of reminds me of how in Mexico they have so many beheadings. And if you hear of one...
You really don't hear a lot about that either.
You don't hear a lot about that, but if you hear about one beheading in the Middle East, it's all over the news.
In fact, I'm glad you brought up Mexico, because the fact of the matter is, and we've been talking a lot about the drug runners and the drug cartels and how they're getting... There's a multitude of ways they're bringing drugs into the country, the tunnels...
And they're spotting Bigfoot from the air.
And they're spotting Bigfoot from the air because they're flying so close to the Pacific Crest Trail on the West Coast. They are talking about a massive, massive amount of heroin coming into the country. They're saying that you can buy a bag of heroin cheaper than you can get a Happy Meal at McDonald's.
Oh my gosh, and that's extremely addictive.
They're also talking about there is an antidote for overdose of heroin, and I don't recall what they were saying it is, but they're now going to start deploying all police officers and professional people with these antidotes, because there's this run of heroin all over the place.
I want to hear about more about that the next episode.
It's insane.